Acupuncture is a branch of Chinese medicine that involves working with the body's energy, which we call qi. And the qi travels along channels in the body. We call them channels or meridians that are associated with organs. Sometimes there can be a blockage in the qi, so we call that qi stagnation. Or sometimes there's deficiency of qi, which means there's not enough qi in the area. And so I like to use the analogy of a garden hose. If a garden hose is crimped, you can't get enough water to nourish the plants, and it sort of backs up into the hose. And that's similar with qi in the meridians. The qi can get stuck, and so it can't nourish certain tissues of the body and promote healing. The areas that get stuck get very congested, and there can be pain. The acupuncture needles are used to alleviate that congestion, which we call qi stagnation. When people come in for acupuncture for the first time, they want to really understand what these needles are. The needles are hair thin. They're about the width of a horsehair. They're bendable. They're not hollow. They're pre-packaged and sterilized. They're only used one time and then they're disposed of permanently after that. When the needle is inserted, you may feel a prick as the needle goes through. You may feel absolutely nothing. And then once the needle's in, you may feel a sense of sort of a heaviness. Sometimes it's a mild ache, but not in a bad way. And that sensation actually can intensify as you move the needle. And that's the qi. That's actually the sensation of the qi. And it's very surprising to people for the first time when the needle's put in and they may not feel anything as it goes through the skin, and I may leave that needle there for a minute and then come back to it and just gently sort of twirl it or manipulate it, and they can feel this sensation grow and grow and grow, and it's a very unique feeling. I absolutely see the benefits of acupuncture in the people that I see. Sort of the magic of acupuncture is that it treats the person as a whole. For example, if 5 different people come in with back pain, if they were to see a normal Western doctor, it's more than likely they would be given the same sort of treatment to treat their pain. In acupuncture and Chinese medicine, when someone comes in for a condition, for example, back pain, we look at the entire person in addition to that particular symptom. We look at how they look, we look at their tongue, we take their pulse, we palpate the meridians to see where there's an imbalance. We listen to the tone of their voice, ask them very specific questions about their medical history and themselves, in addition to what their current symptoms are. So it's a very comprehensive medical examination. And because of that, each of those 5 people will have a different diagnosis according to Chinese medicine. And therefore their treatments will be different, very specific for them.